Welcome to Rise of the Naga. What's up, everybody? My name's Ama Slinky here, and today, guys, we got a new tribe coming to Battlegrounds, and it's Nagas. Two things I want to say: there's a quite a bit of information in here that you guys got to know. There are some reveals, and there's a couple of minions coming back that we are going to have to be waiting on for the next couple days. So I hope you guys are ready for this update video. This is going to be intaking a lot of information in a very short time period. All right, let's jump right into just this information right here, this first section. On May 10th, we're going to get a new, the Naga are going to flood Battlegrounds, the 23.2 patch. It will bring the first ever Battlegrounds season, Rise of the Naga. The new season will bring a Battlegrounds reset, a new hero, and an entire new minion type. And yeah, and not only just that, like we get a first ever Battlegrounds season. So not just Battlegrounds, but it's a seasonal event now. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. Rise of the Naga is gonna be first. Just overall, a new reset, a new hero, and an entire minion. Just right here, there's a lot of information. I'm gonna be jumping pretty quickly though to the next thing, and then I'll try to like give actual thoughts after. All right, so we got a new minion type. It's the Naga, and then Naga are spell-thirsty minions that are drawn to magic. Let's just get to the minions though. Snail Cavalry. Once per turn ability, after you cast a spell, gain 2 health, and then Tide Mistress Athesa. After you cast a spell, give 4 friendly Naga 1/1. Okay, this is pretty interesting, honestly. I feel like this is underpowered, and this feels bad. Uh, a once per turn effect does not feel good whatsoever, and 1/1 to your stuff isn't strong enough. It can be strong enough, but you gotta get the right things. And then we got Spellcraft. It's a new keyword coming to Battlegrounds. All right, Mini Myrmidon. Give a minion +2 attack until end of turn. So this is how I interpreted. This is a battle cry with give yourself a spell. So this is like a battle cry with a spell that you're able to use every turn, and it only lasts until your next turn. So if you try to hold on to it, you lose it. And then Shoal Commander, give a minion +1/+1 for each friendly Naga until next turn. Here's the spell. This is really nice that they're showing off these spells to see what they are. And again, the same thing as Spellcraft, and then Stormscale Siren. At the end of your turn, your Spellcraft minions cast their spells on themselves, not just, this is actually a very powerful card. Instead of you being able to play whatever, you now have a 5/4 that automatically does it for you, which is really helpful. All right, this is actually a really powerful card. And then we got a new hero, the Highborn Queen. All right, Queen Azura. Azshara? I don't know how to actually pronounce this. I'm genuinely sorry. And then we get the ability is when your warband reaches 30 total attack, begin your Naga Conquest. So this is a passive ability, and I'm sure it gains and loses as you get attack. Here's the Naga. It's a 1-mana Discover Naga. This is pretty good, honestly. Being able to discover something just off the top of just from what you need, and you pick the best of. This is very good. All right, and then here's all the stuff about the Nagas, and we'll go through them. Each Spellcraft minion generates a Spellcraft spell every turn. Spellcraft effects only last until your next recruit phase, so they only choose until your next turn. That means each turn you will lose them if you don't use them. But you also get to choose where you want to put them, so they're not random, which is nice. Spellcraft spells are generated as soon as you play the Spellcraft minion and at the start of each recruit phase. So it happens at the recruit phase. So you don't get them, etc. You get them right then at the start of your turn. If your hand is full, Spellcraft spells will wait until there is a free space in your hand instead of getting destroyed or being delayed a turn. So that's really interesting. So we have a lot of mechanics that are just like, you just don't even get them, right? or they have to wait a turn. I didn't even know being delayed a turn was even a thing in Battlegrounds. I had no idea that was a thing. So that's actually some developer insight that for some of us people that we may have not known about. The golden spellcrafts will generate golden versions and double the effect. And then some Naga care about when you play spells. So when you play spells, they care about it for some reason. And then that includes spellcraft spells, coins, blood gems, and triple rewards. Triple rewards are spells. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but they are spells. And it turns out that some of the Naga care about them. That's very relevant, honestly, to know that there's probably some buffer with when you play a spell. So they specified these are the spells instead of just maybe certain cards. The Naga await. In total, 5 minions will be removed. So 5 minions will be removed, and then uh, 16 new Naga minions, 5 other new minions, and then 2 returning favorites. So that's really interesting. We have 2 returning favorites and then 5 other minions, but 2 returning favorites. We'll see what those are based on when they'll be revealed. But the updates. There will be a content creator preview, some of the upcoming minions and mechanics before, for some of them on May 9th. So only 4 days away. On May 5th, though, May 5th, 6th, and 7th, we get 5 reveals. And I suspect we're going to get multiple reveals from all of these people. Crip, Educated Colin, Shady Bunny, Carrie Potter, Kid Invincible, and Nina is Noob. All right. On May 5th, we get 1. May 6th, we get 2. And May 7th, we get 2 more. So that's really cool. And then there will be recaps of art showcases during the reveal weekend if you're interested in things like that. And if you're interested in Lobby Legends, May 14th and 15th, there will be Lobby Legends happening. And then on May 10th through May 31st, so that's right when it starts, there will be a period for Lobby Legends qualifying. So I hope you guys are interested in that. I might jump in on maybe a couple of those qualifiers if I have some time. If not, you guys know where I will be. I will be probably working or probably doing Hearthstone content. Now, 2 things I want to jump back to. I want to jump back down here. We have a wait mechanic. We're going to have to see how that works because if you're able to wait, if this is interpreted how I interpret it, if you have 10 cards and you just wait for cards, you could absolutely abuse this. This is absolutely abusable, and this can actually have really bad power spike turns or comeback turns. I don't know, but this wait mechanic is super cool. I think we should have. We need to see more from it, obviously, but if there's any free space, then it'll take a slot, and then it'll take a slot, and then it'll take a slot. So this is really good for Yogg. As the buddy has a chance to get you a bunch of cards. This is also really good for ways to get extra gold, which would be I can't think of them right now off the top of my head, but this will also be really good for, or at least a nice buffer to a couple of the blood gem heroes, which is really cool. And then we'll have to see how, and then I think that's it for what I see, at least for now. I'll have to think about this later, but yeah. So we have those, and then the Naga care about spells. These are 2 things that I'm really interested in to see how they work, as if there are ways to duplicate spells and stuff. That's really insane. If that is the case, then triple rewards become a lot crazier. And then gems become a lot greedier, and then coins are the same way. So we'll have to see how that works out. If the one thing that this wait mechanic won't matter for is this minion up here. They just target themselves. You don't even need to target them. So that's kind of where I think where the wait mechanic might become a little bit useless at times. So we'll have to see what happens there. But other than that, yeah, so a couple of last thoughts. Tide Mistress Athesa, if you're able to play multiple spells a turn, this is very powerful. And these are permanent 1/1 buffs, which is good. Small cavalry. I don't see this being usable that much because the meta is already like you need a power creep super quickly, and once one time spells are not enough at this moment. We'll have to see what the rest of them give, but from what I'm seeing as I'm far, these are not going to change the meta, and a lot of people are going to be trying them out, obviously. But I think outside of Stormscale Siren and the new heroes, so even the new hero doesn't feel that powerful. You have to get 30 total power for it to be good too. So we'll have to see if there. We do know there are ways to get extra cards, but I don't think that this is quite the way they intended it to be. Um, yeah, so I don't really see these new Nagas really changing the meta. I am intrigued to see what they have returning, and I'm intrigued to see what they're removing because if they're going to remove some insane stuff, like let's say like Amalgadon, for example, like that will absolutely change the meta. And I really hope, big hope, that they maybe bring something like, oh man, like one of my one of the old beasts like Direhorn, the Direhorn that was tier 5, if you guys know what that is. I really hope they bring that back. That was a really powerful card that actually really helped Beast quite a bit, and sadly they removed it for no real reason. That's just the prime example of what I kind of see in Battlegrounds is we'll have to see though. I don't know. What do you guys think about this, and what are your thoughts on these new cards for today? This has been I'm a Slinky. See you in the tavern, everybody.